Good morning, good afternoon. Welcome to my video. It's been a while, been away for a little bit, been pretty busy with work and life. I realized that, hey, I need to start making videos. I had a few folks that reach out to me and say, look, Bien, I have not been seeing videos. What's going on? I love your videos and it's very educating. So I think you should be making more video. So, well, I'm back. I'm going to try to make a video at least once a week. It's a really tough commitment with my schedule, but I'll do the best I can to make these videos, especially right now, with the market, the way it is, and what it's going to be in the next few months. I want to basically be making video and get into that potential bull run that's coming up. So a lot of people are saying that with the next Bitcoin halving that's coming up in next April, there's potential that we're going to see a massive bull run. But before we get into that, I'm going to play a video that kind of explains it a little bit, and then we can dive more into.
I think there's only three things that are relevant right now. Right? And here are the three things. The halving is coming with 100% certainty. And as far as I can see, most of the selling of Bitcoin in the market is the Bitcoin miners that have to sell in order to pay their electricity bills and pay their debt expenses and their operating expenses. So that amount of selling pressure is going to be cut in half in a few months. So we know that's coming. And then we know there's a spot Bitcoin ETF coming. And when that comes, we plug into Wall Street and the entire banking system. And then finally, we know that fair value accounting is coming. And when that happens, the objective will go away. And now you're going to introduce this as a conversation into hundreds of boardrooms. They will not move in a week. They move quarterly, but over the course of 12 quarters, you'll start to see company after company looking at this, and you'll start to see a reallocation of assets, right?
I agree with Marcus Saylor. That's exactly what's going to happen in the next few months from now. This is such a very critical period in the whole cryptocurrency space. There's been a lot of transition, and obviously we're kind of shifting from the old system, the old way of how things used to work, to a new system, right? The old monetary system to a newer system. There's been a lot of conversation about digital currency. There's been a lot of conversation about CBDC, which is central bank digital currency. It's about the future that there's going to be a time where obviously cash will not even exist anymore. There's been a transition in history where at some point, obviously, way back, there used to be cash, right? Everybody had cash before the digital age. And after the cash, we replace that with credit cards, right? And that has actually helped society in a way of increasing cash velocity because it's easier to pay vendors on the internet that are far away from you. They don't have to be in the same proximity as you, as someone who's a consumer, right? It really, really helps the economy as a whole globally, and it pushes a lot of money in the market. So now the transition is, hey, we're getting more from cash, card to more digital. Um, and cryptocurrency is playing a very huge role. And the government right now, governments are not scientists. They're not like, special smart people or anything, right? They are just regular people. And they hire smart people, all the technologists, all the brain folks to come and study and figure out the best possible technology that can be implemented to help, create a better system, a better functioning system. So I think the government will, not just the US government, but governments in all areas, right, of the planet will probably implement a better system that will substitute the whole cash system, right? Obviously, it comes with a lot of pros and cons also. A lot of people who are very concerned about the digital age, they're concerned that government might be able to control their money because it might be at a push of a button. You can take cash from the bank. So if they lock your account, you have no access to money. That's one thing, right? Which is pretty legitimate. But there's also a community of people that are saying, well, we want a decentralized monetary system where the no government is actually in charge of the financial system. Everyone who has possession of that digital currency, they can use it however they want to, and no one can access it. They can be their own bank. So, so we're kind of cut up between the legal governmental systems and what they want, and also uh, the regular people trying to be in control of their own lives and um, their own finances, right? So it's really tough. Government wants control, and people are saying, no, we want to be in charge of our own financial system. And when you look at even the monetary system right now globally, obviously it's controlled by the US dollar because the US dollar has a huge percentage of the global settlement, right? People buy things in dollars. If you want to go anywhere in the world, use dollar to buy items, right? So the dollar it's very powerful, but with the legacy system right now, it has really, really affected uh, everyday people, right? So a lot of people might say, but what do you mean? You know, what effect has the dollar or the monetary system have on me? It really does, because with the for example, for like inflation right now, it's really high. And over time, obviously you and I, we probably don't feel it on a day to day, but if you compare how much the prices of things used to be 5 years ago or 10 years ago compared to what it is now, is completely different. The price is higher now for the same thing. So the question is, why is the price higher for the same thing, right? It's because we have an inflationary system where you are taxed technically on your wealth. And is a, you know, if you can actually basically feel that tax every day, it's going to make you very unhappy. But the fact that people are not usually conscious of it, right? And to devalue the money at the expense of, you know, giving the money out to the wealthy people, right? So anyway, it's a very complicated thing to go into. I don't want to spend too much time. But um crypto and blockchain and Bitcoin is kind of like very liberating because um it's basically giving back power to the people, saying the government has misused power, they've abused power, and now we want the people to be in charge. We want all the central bankers to go in the back seat. These guys have been criminals pretty much, right? We want regular people to be in control of their own banking system, to be in control of their own money, and to move their money as they please. Um, there's a lot of people who don't like that, but that's the battle right now. So um, I'm glad I'm back making videos, and I hope I make more videos as we go along. So please comment, like, subscribe, and I look forward to chatting with you. Have a nice day. Bye.